welcome to A Cup of Tea with Bree, where I get to know some of North Queensland's most amazing parents, incredible business people and inspiring characters. Now, this week's guest is the owner of FNQ Dance Academy, which is one of Cairns' largest dance schools, and it's been running for 12 years now. She is a passionate businesswoman and dedicated mentor, so please welcome the amazing Sarah Thorne. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Bree.
So great to have you for a cup of tea today. You've been a big supporter of PacMag for so long, so thank you so much for everything that you've done with us over the years. I want to learn all about you though today, so get behind the scenes and find out where were you born, siblings, what was life like as a child, tell me everything.
And everyone will know my deep dark secrets.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going to share everything about Miss Sarah today, boys and girls that are watching as well, because I'm sure there's going to be a few.
Although I feel like my kids know most of my stories. Pretty much nothing is sacred at our dancing
for the
school.
parents. Yeah, I bet. Kids tell everything. It's annoying.
We're a family. They get to know the innermost secrets of our lives, yes.
Yeah, I bet you. Hashtag so blessed.
Hashtag second mum.
Yeah. So tell me, where were you born, about your childhood?
I'm from Cairns. So
Born and bred Cairns.
Born and bred Cairns.
Not many of you guys
I
around.
am, yes. I'm a Cairns local through and through. St. Franny's girl.
Wow.
Yep. T-Bay High School.
T-Bay High School as well?
Yep. So yes, I'm from Cairns. I grew up here, went to uni on the Gold Coast,
Okay.
and then moved straight back to Cairns.
Perfect.
So, yeah, I
And
don't
that's-
think there's anywhere better to
Exactly.
be, really.
It is the best place in the whole world here, that's for sure. So, siblings?
One brother.
Yep.
He's
Younger?
a year younger than me.
Yep.
Yep.
So you're the responsible older sister?
I am the very responsible older sister.
Always.
I was old when I was young.
Oh, really? Yeah, you're one of those old souls.
Yes.
So what was childhood like? What did you used to do for fun?
Well, I'm a dancer through and through, so I grew up, I guess everyone knew me as a dancer through
Okay.
school. That is my passion, my life, my everything, really.
Yep.
That I did do lots of things through growing up in Cairns. So dancing was always number one, but I guess that's one of the few things people know about me was
Yeah.
I was arts right through. So piano, singing, speech and drama, done my pre-diploma in speech and drama.
Wow.
Very academic. Swim club.
Yeah.
Pretty much, the Cairns, doing it all.
Doing everything.
Brother was soccer, so I'd kick around with them as well. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you've always wanted to be in the creative industries with the arts? Like, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, when I finished high school, and this is one of my pearls to all my dancing girls, is you never know where you're going to end up. And what you think you're going to do when you're 17 is very rarely where you end up being.
Yep.
So I finished school and I was going to do dance, maths, high school teaching.
Okay.
But I was definitely having a gap year so that my dance teacher, Julia, could have another child. So I had a gap year to help run the school, work, earn some money, be that independent person for the government when I went to uni. In that year, I went and looked at all the courses. So I'd finished top of my academic year, had deferred a place in physio.
Wow.
Because my principal said, you have to fill out a QTAC form. And I
Okay.
said, but I'm having a gap year and it's dance, maths, and I'll get the OP and
Yeah.
it's audition based and I'll get in, it doesn't matter, I don't need to do anything. And he said, please put in a form. And I went flipping through the book and I said, okay, well, the only other one that you can defer, I guess I kind of like the idea of physio and I probably won't get that OP, so let's put that in. Deferred it, so it was an option there that I didn't seriously think I was going to take. Went and toured all the unis and that sort of thing in my gap year and said, oh, they can't offer me maths as a teacher. I would have to do dance and English or something else. And I was like, that's really not, it wasn't vibing, it didn't feel right. I had taught that year in some of the high schools in Cairns and went, this isn't the teaching that I love. Went and saw the physio course and they blew me away and it was a beautiful new building and it was this and that and it was all very enticing and the knowledge and the sort of that thirst for learning that's always been me. I like to have the bigger answers and to understand what I'm saying as well. So sort of education's always been a big thing and knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And I like to understand. So very much that degree. I thought it went hand in hand. It was a physio exercise science degree. It was on the Gold Coast. It was very enticing. So that's what I actually went and ended up doing.
Wow.
I was a working physio for 5 years.
There you go.
Yeah, while teaching, dancing, and then...
They actually work nicely together.
They still do. If you ask my girls at dancing, I regularly say, isn't it annoying that your teacher's a physio and you can't lie to me, or that you're not allowed to do that?
Yeah.
And they remind me very quickly that I used to be a physio.
Kids, you're so mean.
Well, they want me to get off their back and let them do the fun things.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
So what made you start your business then? It's pretty clear to me, but I'll ask the question anyway.
I never sort of stopped teaching dance. That was I taught right through uni. That was a good supplement. When I came back, it was juggling a double life. So I'd do physio from 7:30 in the morning till 3, and then I'd go and teach from 3:30 till 9, and then I'd try and do all of the administrative side of things that needed to happen just to be able to teach and to lesson plan and then write up my physio notes. And so I kept that up for a while, and it got to a crossroad where the passion definitely won out, but money does too. And I said, I can't keep up this double life. But also everyone, I'm not a control freak, but I am a control freak. And
recovering.
The time sort of had come where I wanted to be the boss, and I wanted to design the pathway and set the vision and be the person making the values and the philosophy behind the school, and to build that energy. So it was time. So jumped in head first with a big lease and no children, no students, and big philosophy to build it and they will come. And sort of gave it 5 years to sort of see, but within the first year we'd already kicked all the 3-year goals. So, and it's 12 years later, and it still doesn't feel like 12 years ago.
Yeah, well, you haven't aged one bit, so.
Oh, there's a few greys here now. We have a set of tweezers at the studio. The girls pluck them out for me.
They keep you young girls, I'm sure. And they gave you the grey hair, so it's only fair that they do pluck them out.
People say, why do you look so young? And I say, I do fairy runs at least 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Most days starts with fairy runs and being a 2-year-old.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So tell me, what's something most people don't know about you then?
Oh, I honestly think most people know most things.
Well, I didn't know you were a physio, so that's one thing. And I didn't know you did fairy runs every day either. What are fairy runs?
Just being a fairy. Just getting to be a fairy. Sometimes you get a wand, sometimes you don't. You get what you get and you don't get upset.
I'm going to get myself a
in
fairy
that
wand.
question, I guess people don't know about me. My background, my heritage is Chinese. I can't stand Chinese food. It's my least favourite cuisine. I should be born Italian.
I can't stand Chinese. It's my least favourite Asian cuisine.
I mean, yes, I eat it, but it's not my favourite. It's not in my top 5. But if I should have, in my first life, I was probably Italian, is what I think.
Yeah. So, what's been one of your greatest professional achievements besides lasting 12 years, creating your own brand, having such a success? I'm just going to make this a really difficult question for you. Such a successful business for 12 long years. What's your greatest business achievement?
There's been lots of achievements, and I recently got nominated as a Businesswoman of the Year. So it's been a year of reflection of sort of where the business is at and what those achievements have been. So I hadn't given it a huge amount of thought before this year.
It's funny, just to stop to interrupt you there, but I think that's one of the great things about the Cairns Businesswomen's Awards is that, as a businesswoman, you are so busy moving and growing that you never really stop and look back at your achievements. And that's what's one good thing is about the awards and doing that submission is you actually have to stop facing forward and actually reflect,
just have a little look
and fill in that submission and go, holy.
And then people ask you these questions over and again, so you don't have to get a little bit prepared.
You go, holy, there's actually been so many things.
Yeah, and there's lots of little things along the way, but I guess sort of a culmination of all of that was earlier this year. So in January, we do an away trip to nationals, so that our local dancers dance against kids
throughout
Australia, New Zealand, or wherever they're coming from. And we've done that sort of every second year pre-COVID, and it's been many years, 4 years since our last trip. And it was actually stepping back there, they did exceptionally well. They had a beautiful set of senior girls with full complement of staff that wanted to come and were there, and wonderful parents, and everyone kind of was just in their role and still steering the ship, but I could actually step back and at any point could remove myself and just watch the show that was going on because everyone was in their role, and it was kind of like, oh, I've got staff that can do that. They like me to be there and to do it, but if I wasn't here, they could still do that, and the parents know what they're doing, and the kids are wonderful, and it was kind of like that moment where I kind of went, hey, this is, we've created this, and then they did exceptionally well as well, and I'm looking at the girls on stage and went, oh, they're competitive. On a national stage, they're competitive. We won the Judges Award, and kind of to look back and go, I've trained all of them, and that's the culmination of all of these processes and systems and decisions we've made over 10 plus years to create those dancers and that group and how they gel together and this whole trip. So it was quite a reflective moment in itself, and then all of these awards and stuff and questions this year, it's kind of like, oh no, I had that moment. I did actually have that moment, and I guess I can elaborate on it now because it was a sit back moment to go, oh, where this is the vision, this was the 10-year vision to create something that was this, and we're achieving it. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And what about personal achievement?
I sent my girlfriends a message and I said, personal achievements is one of the questions. Is that when I'm meant to talk about children and marriages? And I was like,
maybe your personal achievement is you don't have any of that.
Well, my personal achievement, I guess, is the school. That is, it is my baby, it is my passion, and I am just so proud of it, personally more so than professionally, because a lot of businesses, people say, you know, that they're families and they're that, but our kids, they are our families, and we are their second mums, and we are co-parents, and we are support networks, and we are mentors, and kids come to us, most of them are 2 or 3, and it is a personal when they leave and they don't hate you after 18 years of training, and that they come back and they want to come and support and still wear their colours, and sort of it's been 12 years, so we've had graduates now that have come through the school that are now at uni and coming back and starting to have their own families and still want to come and support and still want to be at the concerts and still want to cheer us on, and that to me is a little bit more special than it just being a professional achievement that you know, they stayed at the school at that time. It's more they still bleed red and black, as they say, and that they want to come, and that they care whether we're invited to their 21st, and that personal connection and knowing that you're part of their story, and can keep cheering them on through the next part too.
That's beautiful. And tell me, 3 people, whether past or present, that you could have dinner with, who would they be and why?
It's a little bit emotional. My first thought when I saw it's a question we ask when we go to all of our meet and greets and that sort of thing as well, and our girlfriends say it all the time, but I'm hanging at the moment. We have our little girls group, they're called the Power Rangers, and they're my cup filling humans, and they are my support network, and I have an amazing family and amazing everything, but they are my soul sisters. And we have our annual AGM where we have 3 days where we just got away together, just the 4 of us, and that's only 3 weeks away, so we're very much in crave mode for that. But that is actually happening, so that's happening very soon, and I don't have to wish that it could be something. My wish that if I could pick any 3 people, I'd pick my best friend who lives in America, Shanae, her mum, who passed away about 9 years ago. One of all of our biggest cheerleaders, and none of us knew when her time would be. This time of the year, it's tomorrow, so it's reflective of that time at the moment, and I just think, wow, she would be so proud of all of us, and always had great commentary, and was always so cup filling, and there's no celebrity that I'd like to meet. I would just like to be able to have that time and to share, and
that's
special
beautiful.
people that come along.
That's beautiful. Well, best piece of advice that you've ever been given that you live your life by? Because I'm sure there's a few, but what's one of the best?
There's a few. I always say, people have always said believe in yourself, and believe is a big school motto, and it was our first concert name, and it was that leap of faith was to believe. I always elaborate a little bit more than just to believe in yourself, because you can't always believe in yourself, and sometimes those beliefs need to be realised or need some grounding and need to be realistic as well. So a great psychologist once told me that it's okay, there is half the population that aren't going to like you no matter what you do, Just don't hang out with them.
Yeah.
And I always come back to that and I go, the other way to say that is to find your herd and to find your people, and to surround yourself with your people that make you feel good and that fill your cup up. And I guess that's my believe in yourself, but more than that, be in the right place around the right people who know your worth and who are, you are valuable in that circle, and that they are your herd and that you can contribute to them and they can contribute to you and make you feel your worth.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can believe.
Yeah, because if you don't have that, you're in the wrong room, as they say.
Yeah. And you're not going to impress anybody all the time. No. Everybody all the time. Yeah.
That'd be boring anyway.
But just, yes, if the right people, if you're around the right people, then you don't need to know the rest.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for sharing your incredible journey with us today. And good luck with the awards.
Thank you.
I think it's, regardless of the outcome, I think, you've brought the ripple effect of what you've taught the kids over the years and what you've done for the community, and the confidence and that self-belief that you've trained so many, like countless, let's say thousands of children over the years. The ripple effect of that is amazing. So congratulations for all you've done. Thank you so much for sharing about your life. I found someone else that doesn't like Chinese food, which is very rare. But thank you. It's been great to get to know you a little bit better today. Remember, if you want to see more of our episodes, and make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so you never miss out on a new episode of Cup of Tea with Bree. See you next time.